Hey guys, welcome back to the much anticipated episode 4 of Creating Community Characters. Today is going to be super fun because two of my real viewers have actually created characters. Believe it or not, all of the people that have created characters up to this point have been people that I know personally, and I'm really excited to see some of you have responded. As for the rest, don't be afraid. If you're inspired to create a character, go ahead and put it in the comments of this video or of my first video, link in the description. There's literally no prerequisites or anything to creating a character. You don't have to be my friend. I just want anything that you can come up with because I like you guys that much. I also have a few more characters that were created in person, and I'll be adding those to the end. This series is a lot less watched than my hardcore Minecraft series, but I'm putting a lot of effort into this as well, so it'd be real appreciated if you liked, subscribed, and commented. If you enjoy my Minecraft videos, I'm going to do my best to make sure you enjoy this as well, so with that being said, let's get into the video. Let's start with the two wonderful viewers that decided to make characters for themselves. Noble's Adventures, aka Bunny Bradford, and The Clone. And man, I think I'm going to have fun with these characters. Let's start with the earlier submission by Noble's Adventures. This is a very fun idea, having a beekeeper, Dennis Forger, with the ability to control bees. I think the uniform should be some sort of play on like a beekeeper outfit, but maybe do a bit to like the mask and add some more stylistic colors. Let's see what the wheels have to say about Mr. Dennis Forger. Now, being able to control bees is a fun power, but with a good secondary, it can become a lot stronger. And it looks like he's going to get sonic waves here, which is pretty good. Again, that means he can shoot sound out of his hands as a form of energy, also deafening the opponent. Next, he will receive his legendary weapon. There aren't many left, but I can always add more if I exceed this number of characters, and oh my gosh, it looks like he's going to get the legendary Techno Blade. This is probably the most powerful weapon in this simulation. The famed Technoblade is wielded by a character in a fanfiction that I'm writing, who goes by the same name. The sword is imbued with his spirit, giving it the ability to catch on fire, become sharp as a razor blade, charge up and strike an opponent with lightning, be called back into the Hand of Throne, create a blast of wind just by jabbing it into the air, and yeah, it's also unbreakable. Oh, and I forgot to mention its most powerful trait. If it gets any amount of blood on the blade, the rest of the blood cells belonging to the person who owned said amount of blood on the blade will immediately evacuate the body and join their compatriots already sticking to the sharp edge. This sword is freaking unstoppable and instantly inflates this character's danger level and lethal ability. Noble's Adventures, you have a monster on your hands. Congratulations. Moving on from that, we have another monster created by the Clone, or the C11, I don't really know. This character is called the Grandmother, and the creator made sure to give a lot of details on her appearance and her personality. We'll see if I can work that into the story. Basically, this character is a nice old lady whose power is master manipulation, so like mind control, which is probably the most powerful ability ever, and a little game breaking. I'll explain why. You see, the whole premise of my story is that there are a bunch of characters from different universes that have been pulled into a limbo dimension by another character named the Multiversal Emperor. The Emperor wanted to see who is the most powerful being in the multiverse, so his plan was to have all of these different powerful people from all the universes, and then they just fight to the death, you know? The problem with that is that there's no incentive for the characters to fight each other. There's not like a monetary prize or like an ultimatum if they don't fight, their universes get destroyed or whatever. So the Emperor's power is master mind manipulation because that's the only way to get them to fight. I'm gonna allow this character to have mind control though, because I think it'll add a bit of flavor to the story, being in direct conflict with the Emperor. Alright, let's get through the rest of this quickly. It looks like for secondary power, she's going to get eye light beams, being able to shoot lasers out of her eyes like Superman. And then for a legendary weapon, she's going to get the Shuriken suit, which is pretty good. It's basically a set of Japanese samurai-like armor that can react to any situation, so it could become like a body shield, or it could make you faster just by shifting around. That makes more sense in my head. But anyway. There is the Grandmother! She's a very powerful character, and I'm excited to see where the story might lead with her. After that, I've got three more characters created in person by some of my friends. First up is Fireheart, whose main power is teleportation. For secondary power, the wheel gave her aura sensing, which is kind of like the Force, but like it only works on people. And for legendary weapon, she received Hyperwolf's knife belt, which is basically just a belt of infinite knives, With teleportation and those knives, Fireheart won't have any trouble being a threat in the arena. The next character is Tsunami, who can basically turn herself into a nuke. For one, she can glow brightly, blinding her opponents. At the same time, she gives off a massive heat wave that can vaporize her opponents, all while she's pumping her opponent full of enough radioactive particles to kill an elephant. Yeah. For her secondary power, the wheel gifted her hydrokinesis, and for a legendary weapon, she received the Bubble Stone, which allows her to create protective bubbles around herself and fly. This character is scary simply for the sheer amount of energy she is generating during her main attack. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. The final character created by my friends is called the Witness. As his main power, we have another mental manipulator, being able to warp minds to his own. This is another character in direct conflict with the Emperor, so we will see how it turns out. As a secondary power, he received Sorcery, which I think is a great combo power with mind control. For his legendary weapon, he received Sato's wrist knives, which are basically just like those Assassin's Creed weapons that hide in your gloves and stick out your wrists. This is another great character, and I'm really excited to start working on this project. So I've been thinking a lot, and I've come to the conclusion that this story would be better written by a human. No, I don't have a whole lot of time outside of working on these videos, writing my own books, and oh yeah, I didn't end up dropping out of college, so I got classes and homework. But I'll do my best to work on the series. I am going to write it with AI, both with Novel AI and ChatGPT, but I will also be doing a lot of writing myself, mostly with backstory and between fights and stuff. It's up to you guys, though. Would you rather have it just be the fights where we just see them destroying each other, or would you like it to be a cognitive story, in which case I would work out a plot and have real storylines and character arcs and stuff like that? It's up to you. Tell me in the comments down below. And with that, I have to say, thank you for watching, subscribe, and see ya!